Look at these two drivers waiting at a stoplight. One is sitting in a luxury SUV. The other is idling in a weathered sedan. If you had to guess just by looking at them, which one is actually rich? The truth is, that question is almost impossible to answer today. We live in a financial ecosystem where mimicking the appearance of wealth is accessible. You can finance a luxury car for a few $100s a month. You can buy the latest smartphone on an installment plan, use credit cards for business class vacations, and even rent designer clothes by the week. We are conditioned to see a heavy watch or a large house and assume we're looking at wealth. But none of those objects prove that a person is wealthy. They only prove that a person has access to money and that they spent it. Social media takes this misconception and magnifies it. When you scroll through a feed, you only see the highlight reel of consumption. You see the unboxing video and the 5-star resort. You don't see the credit card statement, the drained savings account, or the financial stress happening just out of frame. When you measure personal success strictly by visible possessions, you fall into a quiet trap. You end up continuously buying the illusion of wealth, spending tomorrow's money to look rich today, which guarantees you stay broke. To understand why we do this, you have to look past the spreadsheet. People don't drop $1,000 on a watch simply to tell time. They buy it for the identity it provides. They're purchasing status, respect, and a specific feeling of belonging. Consumer brands understand human biology. We have a natural instinct to compare ourselves to the people around us. Companies tap directly into that instinct, selling the idea that if you own their product, society will view you differently. This graph tracks time against money. Every time the green income line steps up, the red expense line immediately meets it, a mechanical trap known as lifestyle inflation. Instead of investing a raise, you buy a newer car, larger apartment, and expensive dinners. In your head, you feel like you are making more money, but mathematically, your newly inflated salary is simply paying for a much more expensive, high-stress baseline. You have higher inflows, but equally high outflows. Lifestyle inflation acts as a continuous, invisible leak in your financial plumbing. This is why increasing your income does not automatically result in building wealth. If your expenses rise in perfect tandem with your paychecks, you run in place forever. Let's compare two approaches. Both Alex and Daniel earn $5,000. Alex prioritizes status, draining his income on a luxury car and expensive apartment. His surplus is zero. Daniel prioritizes freedom. By keeping costs low, his surplus flows directly into growing investments. If you scrolled past them on social media, Alex would look successful, while Daniel would seem perfectly average. But the mechanics of their choices tell the real story. Alex uses his cash to buy obligations, things that will continuously drain his future cash flow. Daniel uses his cash to buy assets, things that will eventually produce future cash flow. This highlights the three distinct functions of money. Income is simply what you earn. Spending is what you consume. Wealth is the capital you keep and invest for the future. Two identical incomes can yield radically different realities. The size of your paycheck doesn't determine your wealth. Your wealth is determined by the specific moment you decide to stop financing your status. Escaping this cycle requires a shift in how you view success. The ultimate flex isn't owning a luxury item. It is having the financial capacity to buy that item in cash and possessing the maturity to walk away because you no longer need to prove anything. To get there, you need 3 rules. Rule 1. Stop benchmarking your own financial success against the curated, often debt-fueled highlight reels of the people around you. Their visible spending tells you nothing about their actual net worth. Rule 2. Cap your lifestyle inflation. When your income goes up, do not automatically match it with your spending. Make sure that your savings and investments increase at a faster rate than your living expenses. Rule 3. Prioritize buying freedom over status. Before you swipe your card, ask yourself if this purchase will actually improve your long-term security, or if it merely strokes your ego for the afternoon. True wealth is rarely glamorous. It is the peace of mind that comes from a fully funded emergency account. It is the freedom to walk away from a toxic job because you have financial leverage. The social world will always reward the outward appearance of success with temporary attention. But the mathematical reality of money only rewards quiet discipline. Financial freedom lives in the invisible assets you accumulate in the background. Often, the richest person in the room isn't the one with the loudest clothes or the newest car. It's the one nobody notices at all.